Hey, welcome back to Clash of the Rams. I'm Jeremy Hayes here with Davison Perez and Ryan Chevalier. All right, our next subject is hockey, and we're going to talk about how the Boston Bruins got their season off to a flat start with a long way to go in the NHL season. So, guys, how concerned should fans be about this mediocre start? Davison?
They shouldn't be concerned at all. There's a long way to go in the season. Like you just said, this team is very balanced, and they're still trying to work on that team chemistry and working on incorporating the guys. Gregory Campbell, he came back, and Simon Gagne, he's new to the team. So it's going to be about incorporating those guys and also finding somebody to help out Riley Smith on the right wing to kind of carry the load. And they just really need a skill guy at that position, and I think they'll be fine.
Yeah, I think it'll take some time. The team spirit probably is a little broken when you lose a guy like Boychuk. It would be like when the Celtics lost Perkins because he was an experienced leader, Boychuk. But Simone, you have some new faces too. It's going to take some time. It's early on a season, but maybe they'll mesh a little better or later on in the season.
I think that's what it is. I mean, I know people get annoyed when we talk about this because it's so early in the season, and there are the cliches of, they're going to kind of find their way and everything. But that is how sports work. I mean, it takes time to get balanced. They lost Boychuk, so I mean, there is a hole there that they didn't fully prepare for, but it's still getting filled, and it's going to get better. Offense is the big problem, though, that we're looking at. So, I mean, That's again, we've had Jared on the show, go at it, talking about how the offense hasn't improved, how the Bruins don't try to improve their offense. If they have improvements, they trade it away. It's still way too early to tell if it's a problem.
Just about the Boychuk trade, they're preparing themselves for the future, and I cannot knock them for that. You know what I mean? And also, the penalties are killing the Bruins. They need to get rid of all of those silly penalties that they've been getting. Milan Lucci's getting fined for lewd gestures. They just need to really go back to that team atmosphere, one goal, one purpose, and they just need to go back to how things were. And as soon as they get that resolved, Boston Bruins fans, you are okay. You're good to go. There's nothing wrong. It's still the same balanced team. I see the Bruins being in first place pretty soon. So just wait and see. Pump the brakes. It's going to be okay.
I agree. I think they're still a top 4 team in the East. And it's one of those things, people may not like mainstream media, but it really defines your team. How have the Bruins been talked about lately? Everybody's talking about Milan flipping off the crowd. That's kind of what their season has looked like so far. But you've noticed in the past 2 games they have been improving. So fans shouldn't be too worried, but
Bruins fans are just worried because the Celtics stink right now. The Red Sox didn't make the playoffs. They're in a state of delirium right now. They'll be fine.
Yeah, all right. So I think the moral of the story is don't panic yet. Way too early. All right, that's all that we have for hockey for this week. So stay tuned for our next segment where we're going to talk a little bit of football. Stay tuned.